Welcome to another exhilarating episode of Psychologist Lounge by Diamond One Psychological Consulting Services, and we will be discussing another important issue that has been happening, as you know, contemporary issues that has been happening out there these days. And I am Awodoyin Oluwatomilayo, your host, and here with me are all the psychologists in the house. So, what are we talking about today? It's an issue that is very disheartening for me. We still have to talk about it. The issue of sexual harassment. Now, not just sexual harassment in the umbrella term, but adults assaulting children. Like, you hear a 60-year-old man sleeping with a 6-month-old baby. Yes, it has been happening in the past, but it seems like it's getting rampant these days, and I'm wondering what's going on, what could be happening. So I think it's something we should discuss from the world of psychology. And so what do you think is going on? What could be wrong?
Basically, I would like us to understand who the abusers are in the first place. We are going to talk about adults that prey on younger people sexually. I would like us to understand who they are. And many times we associate those negative behaviors, or say crime is a negative behavior of all sorts, to experience, which is very accurate. So some of them must have been abused themselves growing up, some of them must have been traumatized, some of them must have been bullied. But we also ignore the genetical aspects too.
You opened up my mind when you mentioned the fact that it could be genetical. Of course, it can be genetical. We can also trace it biologically as well. Some have said, high level of testosterone, or that kind of those chemicals in the body could be responsible. But I wouldn't want us to forget the angle that we are individuals that learn every now and then, and that, of course, we may have these behaviors learning. I wouldn't want us to throw that one away, and also to make it known that it is a mental illness. Of course, our society has made us to understand that whenever such things happen, which have been happening so much now, or which we have been hearing about so much now, that it could be as a result of rituals or ritual practices that the perpetrators are involved in. But I would want to say that it is a mental illness with a name called paraphilia. It's that's the umbrella name for such thing. Paraphilia is a mental illness that does not involve the way we look at normal sexual dysfunctions. Please mind my jargon.
We have to take it as simple as possible.
Yeah, that does not involve normal sexual dysfunctions, but things outside the normal. I mean, outside what could be considered as sexual dysfunctions. For example, paraphilias would involve exhibitionism. Thank you. Voyeurism, which means having sexual behaviors or sexual satisfactions from yes, exactly, absolutely. People opening up their private parts and getting sexual feelings as a result. That is what someone who is a pedophile will be termed to be having as well. So, and it has been shown to be highly learnable. So, and that's the angle I want us to look at it from.
Yeah, I like that angle. However, I would like to start from where Sheye started from, where he was saying that it has the genetic or the biological basis. And I want to say that many times those bases is the basis that people who want to excuse the inexplicable behavior actually come from. That it is not in their powers because they are made to be like this. So it is, if I am made to be like this, then that is why I'm like that. So I have no control over what I'm genetically made up to be become like. And that's why, for me, as a clinical psychologist who deals with something like this, I want to tilt towards the point of view that we actually learn this behavior and you derive sexual satisfaction due to what you have learned and what you want to do, that you have control over your behavior. And if you notice, most of the things that, like he said, I want to go from the point of view that it's a mental illness with the name pedophilia. And that people who are pedophiles, most of the time, they put themselves in situations where they can actually have people like this to deal with. So that means that there's a plan. There's a premeditation. They try to do it. You see them. If they are very intelligent, they become pediatricians. If they are nice, if they are school teachers, they are going to be teachers in primary schools,
Sunday school teachers
in churches. If they are going to be pastors, they're going to see them as teachers of Sunday schools and teachers of mentors for young people. So what they are doing is that they are putting themselves in situations where they're going to take advantage of other people. So I mean, this is passionate, I'm sorry, but that's just the thing about it. So I don't want people to just look at it and say, oh, it is my genetics, it's my biology. No, it is actually, people actually they plan it and they take advantage. Now, also importantly is that we have some. There are two types of pedophilia that we have. We have some people who are pedophiles and they are attracted to their family members. So they take advantage of people who are interested in their who they are related to by blood. And then we have another type that can be anybody. They care less whether you are family members, they care less anybody as far as they see the advantage and they take advantage of them. And that's why many times in our environment people will say that we are the person they are looking at, that maybe the man is using the person for rituals. It's because it's a pedophile that is family type. So it's family members that is preying on. That's why you will not be able to leave your the little niece or the nephew with them, because they are actually family type. Family type will always look out for family members to defile. And that's something also that we should be looking at. That now these people, they put themselves, they are the ones that will tell the parent, bring your child for me, I will help you to take care of them. They are the uncles or aunties that know how to buy bread and biscuits and sweets for children, and the children will be attracted to being around them. So those are some of the things, and it's a mental illness. That's just
So now that we've established that it's a mental illness, I think mental illnesses are treatable, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And
That was the line of action.
Very good. That will make me to also emphasize the fact that we've been saying is learning, right? He mentioned something about being genetical will make people who are perpetrators to say that they cannot excuse it, right? But if it is learnable, it is a common belief in mental health that what is learnable can be learned as well.
I just want to say, can we also look into the aspect of like personality disorder? That there are some personality disorder too that makes people to abuse, like maybe antisocial personality disorder. This kind of people, they like to violate others, or sadists too that take pleasure in sexual satisfaction.
Really, of course, which is another point that makes us. Well, it's already delving towards the genetic side that, if you have personality disorder, it's much more.
Even a personality disorder can be managed. So there's still no excuse. They have to be excusable. So I think my own final thoughts is that it's okay for you to identify that you have a problem. And once you identify a problem, you can come out to a mental health professional. Identify that yes, it is a problem and it can be helped. Seek the help that you need. I feel it's really unfair if you know that you can do something about it and you're not doing anything about it.
And wait until when it becomes
a problem. So I think this should be an eye opener for.
It's just the view of society this time around, because society also feels that they play an important role in this regard. Victims are always they see them as perpetrators. Let me just put it like that. They blame victims most times. When victims come out, they still don't believe their words. They doubt them. So this, and they are being stigmatized. So when it makes it difficult for them to come out and say I need help most times. So society also play lots of role in such things too.
Well, that's another valid point. I didn't think about it from that angle earlier. So I think we've said a whole lot, and there's still a whole lot more that people can learn about it. Yes, there's information everywhere. I mean, Google is your friend. If you see that you might be having this kind of problem, you can find out more information about it, and please seek the help that you need. And as family members, as a friend, if you notice that this person like having some kind of behavior, you can help the person to come out. You can be empathic.
Not to even come out, to seek help.
To seek the help that
and that's
you
why
need.
we are here. To actually help.
That's why we're here. Anyway, so it's been an educating time again, and till next time where we would address another issue. I remain your host, Oluwatomilayo.